I think we're ready.
Good.
Yep, looks good. All right. If you ever wonder why people kind of look like they're really not ready when they go live on Facebook, it's because they're not really sure if they're already live. That's why.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's true.
Facebook likes to make us look kind of foolish. But anyway, I'm Sally, this is Laura, and we're here at El Cajon Swanback. It's Thursday, and we usually ramble on Thursday. And today we are going to ramble about thimbles and needle threaders.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get started, there's a couple of things I want to remind you of. Tomorrow is the start of the Mystery 50 Aloha Quilt. So if you guys would like, if any of you would still like to join the Mystery 50 Aloha Quilt, I'm going to drop in the comments the link to, pardon me, our Facebook group, the Mystery 50 El Cajon Sew and Back Facebook group, and then you would need to let me know that you want to get in on the Aloha Quilt, so that because I need your email address.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery quilt, and you get emailed clues. The first email goes out tomorrow. So you need to have spent $50 in the store or bought a $50 gift certificate, and you need to be on the email list. So if you're not on the email list, you should have gotten an email. So in any case, but if you're interested, be sure to let me know. The second cool thing that's going on, if you're a stripology person, is there's a stripology virtual retreat in October. Well, actually there's two, but we're only participating in one on October 22nd.
Which is a Wednesday.
Correct. And all day Wednesday, you can buy the box from us, and we're gonna party here. We make your quilt here, and we're not doing a fabric kit. We're going to do a self-curated box. Once I get the fabric amounts, then you'll be able to come in and make an appointment with one of us, and you'll be able to select the fabrics so that you can pick out your own fabrics, personalized for you fabrics for
And
your
this,
box.
we know it takes 12 fat quarters.
Correct.
But we don't know what the additional fabrics are.
Right, so I just don't know the amounts, so we can't really set it up now. It's going to cost $149.95 for the virtual retreat here at El Cajon Sondak on October
Now, is that
22nd.
$149 for the virtual part as well as the box, or is that
No,
just
that's
the cost
for the
of the
box. Well, that's for the whole thing.
Wow, that's a really good deal.
Fabric and box.
Okay.
Anyway,
Because the
that's my
box has other
story.
cool stuff in it. It's
yeah,
not just fabric.
treats, and I have not done a virtual retreat, so
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all
Well,
a surprise.
Lynette was telling me
Yeah.
that they procure treats from the countries where the destination for
Right,
the retreat
and I think the
is.
destination's a surprise. I know where it is. But
They said Iceland.
no,
That's what it said on the screen.
that's a different trip.
Oh, okay. But she said last time she participated, they had Iceland, Germany, and someplace else, and they actually got treats from those countries.
Yeah.
Which-
So we're
that's
only going to
pretty
one
cool.
country on the 22nd.
Right, because it's only one day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Can't be flying to more than one country in one day. You'll get really bad jet lag.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Good luck getting it.
And I think the quilt's really pretty myself, but
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, so hopefully we only have 11 spots. So I hope it sells out fast anyway. All right. So take it away, Laura. Which camera do you want me to go to?
Do you want to do thimbles or needle stuff first?
Your choice.
We'll do needle
Your
stuff
choice.
first.
Okay.
Okay,
Camera 3.
Camera 3. We have a variety of needle tools and a couple miscellaneous tools, but so we have some
Oh shoot. Facebook Live hasn't gone live.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, this is really doing that to me.
so should we wait or is it
I
going
don't
to
know.
catch
Is it
up?
ever gonna go live?
I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works, so
Try something. The last time, we're live on, we are live on, YouTube.
okay.
But Facebook,
There's always some kind of
why
technical
does it
difficulty.
do this? I don't know what's gonna happen if I refresh it. I'm relatively certain that we are not live on Facebook. Oh, YouTube people, please chat with them a moment, please.
Okay.
We'll talk about a little bit about why you like needle threaders or something like
Well, you know what? I like this needle threader. This is, it's one of my favorites because I don't have the best vision that I used to have. So needle threaders are very helpful for me. Now all of these, like this one with the little wires on it, or this one with the little wires on it, or these with the little wires on it, work very well if you're gentle. I tend to not be so gentle when I'm pulling the thread through. So I can get the thread through the little wire in here, but then when I'm pulling it through the eye, for me it gets stuck right here at this point. So I give it a little tug, and I end up breaking these. So I like this one. It's all metal. I'll put it on here so you can see it. And it's got a small end and a large end that you put through the eye of the needle, then you just lay your thread in there and pull it through. These work really great. Super thin, so it can get through any needle. It's really nice. Now, we have another one, another needle threader. This one is by Singer. It's an automatic needle threader. You drop your needle in the little hole here, and then you drop your thread in this little crevice there. You push the button and it goes chikink, and it threads your needle for you, and then you can pull your needle out. Now Clover also makes one that we carry but we're out of at the moment. It's a little desktop needle threader, very similar to this one. You drop your needle in, you put your thread in, you push a button, and magic presto, the needle's threaded. I took that one on a trip with me when I was going to Hawaii. I was doing an applique quilt, and every time I needed to thread the needle, I'd bring out that little needle threader, and it works so well that every time I threaded a needle, I'd say, oh, this is the world's best toy. And my fiance said, you know, you don't have to say that every single time you thread the needle. Like, oh, you do. It's on the instructions. You know? And the lady sitting across from me was laughing. She thought that was funny.
Okay, so pause a minute.
Okay.
And we are going to all right. I'm gonna change back to camera 2.
Okay.
All right. Hello, everybody in Facebook. We were already on YouTube, but now we're joining Facebook because Facebook was a little stubborn, wouldn't start, so I had to close it down and restart. So, we are going to kind of start over again. So the people on YouTube will kind of get a rehashment of what we already talked about. Well, no, let's talk about it at the end. So
At the end,
we'll
okay.
talk about it at the end, what we already talked about at the beginning on YouTube. So,
So the YouTube people can
will
log off when we start over.
Right.
When we start re-rambling.
Re-rambling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are talking about needle threaders and thimbles. So let's give us some information about needle threaders.
Okay. So I was showing, we have 3 types of needle threaders here that are all very similar. They all have, I don't know if you can see this really well, but you can see it in this picture. They all have a little tiny wire that gets poked through the eye of your needle, and then you thread the wire and then pull it back through the eye of the needle, and that threads your needle for you. These work great if you're gentle. I apparently am not so gentle. I end up breaking them pretty quickly. So I prefer this needle threader, which is just a solid, thin piece of metal. It has a small hook on one end and a large hook on the other, which goes through the eye of your needle. You just lay your thread in that groove and pull it through. I have yet to break one of these.
It looks like it'd be hard to break it, but I bet you could.
Well, and it's really thin. It goes through every kind of needle. I've used it on crafting needles and sewing needles, and the only thing is, if the eye of the needle isn't at least this big, which is tiny, it won't work. But these guys will. The wire ones will. I just tend to pull too hard on the wire ones and I end up breaking the needle.
All right.
Threader. Okay. Then we have a needle threader like this, which is kind of automated. Drop your needle in. Whoop. Drop your needle in this slot. There we go. You drop your thread in this slot, and then you push this button, and it goes chink, and it threads your needle. So it's kind of automatic. It's a good tool. And Jimmy said if you want to come in the store, he will demonstrate it for you, and if you mention that you saw it on Rambling Thursday, he will give you a special price. Okay. Then we have some needle grips and needle pullers. So, first one we have is this one. It's a needle puller. You drop your needle in there, and then you push the trigger on this, and it really holds the needle very firmly, and then you can pull it. Sometimes you'll get it stuck in a seam, or if you're going through very thick fabrics or multiple layers of fabric, it's hard to get the needle through. This works really well. I've also used these, the needle grabbers. They help get through thick fabrics and heavy seams as well. And this is a needle grip it. Now, the needle grip it, they're little bitty dots. Can you see that?
Silicone dots, I
Those-
believe. I think they're silicone.
They're really thin. 70 self-sticking dots. Let's see, it says. Excuse me, I need to get some water. Sorry about that. Okay. Gives your finger traction for easy needle handling. Better needle control helps reduce pain and repetitive motions. Apply a self-stick dot to the thumb and the finger used to pull the needles. So that's another way to do it. They feel like they might be silicone dots, but you may be able to use these as thimble dots as well. And with the thimble dot, what I do, and I like my thimble dots, you just put it on the pad of your finger. Then when you're pushing the needle through, you just push it on that pad, and when it wears out, you throw it
Well,
away.
why not just put it on your finger and your thumb at the same time? Then it helps you push and pull. So how you put those on is you
Right.
push them both together, so that tells you where to put it, because that lets you know where you're pushing and pulling,
Mhm.
and so it shows you where the dent is,
Right.
where you make, and then you just put one on either side on your finger and your
Finger and your thumb.
so so you can push it and you can pull with it.
Yeah.
So that's how at least that's how the lady showed when she demonstrates it.
Oh, nice.
She says her fingers don't hurt when she uses them.
Nice. Very nice. I know I like the thimble dots. I've never thought about using them on both fingers. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So then, because then it makes it easier to pull.
I'm all about making it easier.
Because that way you're not. It makes it easier to pull your needle.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does.
So your needle is not as you're not having to pull as hard.
Well, 'cause
But
it
it's
grabs
also not
onto the needle.
hurting so hard. You might not have to push so hard because it's easier to pull it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense too?
Yeah. I know. If I can get the tip through, I can pull it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Next thing I want to talk about are these little guys. These are micro gel grips. They look like this. And so you put them on your finger. And these are very handy for turning pages. I'm always constantly licking my fingers to turn pages. So this turns them just fine. No more licking my fingers. Look at that. That works great.
I don't think that's why we got them though. I think we got them for doing for you pulling your needles.
Well, they're kind of like fish scales on the silicone part,
I don't
because it's a
remember.
bunch of ridges, silicone ridges.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway. Cool.
yeah. So they're fun. Okay. Now we're going to talk about thimbles as soon as I get this guy back in his little bag. All right. So with thimbles, we have a wide range of thimbles. These two sets are very similar. They come in various sizes: small, medium, and large. Small, medium, and large. These are, I don't know if they're they feel like a hard plastic all the way through, but you can put your finger in the back of this to see if it fits you, which one fits you the best.
But they say they're a soft thimble.
It's pretty hard.
Huh. Interesting.
You can maybe squish it a little bit this way, but not that way.
Oh.
It does say soft thimble, and maybe if it's not in the packaging, it would be softer. Because I'm also running up against the cardboard when I'm trying to put my finger on it. So, but nice thimbles. These are very similar. They do have, you can see it's kind of squishy. So the base is soft, and then you have the hard metal tip that you can use to push your needles through, as you can see in this picture. Okay. Then, another type of needle we have, and thimble we have, is this guy. This guy kind of sits on the end of your finger, and you can put, it has a, like little, it looks almost like a shoe, but it's for your finger. Stick your finger in here, and then it does have the bumpy,
Like a sandal?
like a sandal for your finger. And you can adjust the size by
Finger
squeezing.
sandals. Who knew we had finger
Squeezing it.
sandals?
Yep, finger sandals. And then it's got the texture surface on the back that helps you push the needle through. It is made of metal, so you're not going to get any feeling from the needle puncturing your skin. And it is size adjustable. What's that one? Next, we have leather thimbles. Now, I have gone through countless leather thimbles like this. They're really good because it's a thick piece of leather. You can see it's a thicker leather. And you can push your needle through with it just fine. It does wear out over time because it's leather, it's a natural product, but it lasts a long, long time. You can get a lot of projects out of it. And they're very comfortable, and this elastic band up here will fit on whatever finger you're putting the thimble on. Now these two are like little finger cots. They just slip over the end of your finger. This one, much like this, is just leather. So you'll put your finger in, it's just leather, it's gonna push through. Over time, it will wear out on the back, but they're so inexpensive you can get another one. This one has the metal plate in the middle, so you would put it on your finger, use the metal plate to push the needle through. This one won't wear out because it's got the metal plate to push the needle through. But the leather makes it pretty form-fitting to your finger, and it's comfortable. It does get a little hot, but I think any of them would, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose they would.
But I mean, it's not like, oh my gosh, my finger's burning up. It's just a little bit. And you take it off for a second, go grab a drink, and then come back.
Yeah.
Okay. The last one I have doesn't fall into any category, but I like this. Okay, this is a stitch dome. You can think of it as a giant thimble. I use this when I'm doing Hawaiian applique because my piece of fabric is the size of a king-size bed. So doing an applique in the middle of that, it's very hard to scrunch up all the fabric to get into the middle to do that applique. But with this, I just put it underneath and put this little band around it, and now it tensions and keeps that area taut, and I can do my applique on that little piece, and I can take the band off, move it over, and it makes it a lot easier.
Interesting.
I'm not having to hoop.
So
this.
it's open in the middle of it?
No, it's not.
Not
It's a solid
open.
dome.
Huh.
And then it has a rubber ring, so it's a solid metal dome.
And you're just
and you put
running
your
the needle
fabric
along
over
the
it.
dome?
Yeah.
What
And the
an
dome
interesting
helps bring up the
concept.
needle on the other side.
Huh.
It works great.
Huh.
And it saves my fingers. And then all I have to do, I can take the whole pad, the whole piece of fabric, and I can wad it up inside this dome and hold it like that. I'm not going to worry about piercing through the back of another area in the quilt because I'm only embroidering in this one area. I'm only doing my applique on this area. And when I finish that, I just take this little rubber ring off, move it down, put the ring back, and then I don't have to try and cram all of that fabric if I'm in the middle. I don't have to cram from the edge to the middle. I can just grab it anywhere and just hold it right underneath of this. And this metal dome just guides the needle right back up to the surface when you're taking your stitch.
Huh.
It works great.
Interesting.
Yeah,
All right. Laura approved, or Laura recommended.
I do. I like this. I guess you could do it on the edge. They're doing it on the edge, but I find it really works well in the middle.
Huh.
But yeah.
All right. So don't follow the instructions.
Well,
I mean,
you can.
it
I mean,
it's
it
not.
doesn't say you can't.
It doesn't say
Okay.
you can't do it on the. I mean, it just doesn't say you have to do it on the edge.
Perfect to stitch in narrow spaces, useful to stitch where it is difficult to set an embroidery hoop, such as tailored pouches, shirt collars, or sleeves of shirts. Oh, I could see that would be really good on a sleeve.
Interesting.
Because you can't get a hoop in there.
Uh-huh.
Yep,
Huh.
yep, but this is what it looks like. And yeah, okay, we're gonna pretend that this is my giant project and I need to hoop right here. I would just put this over there, and instead of having to cram the whole thing, all I have to do, I can just fold it over like that and stitch, because I've got a hard surface that I'm stitching against. No worries of picking up the fabric that's in the back. Yeah, it has saved me.
That's really intriguing that you
countless
can
problems.
embroider without having to go through to the back.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. Well, I mean, the needle still goes
But
through
it's
the
still,
back,
right, but
but I'm not like poking it down and bringing it
Yeah.
up. It's kind of riding that little edge and just coming right back
wow,
up.
that's really
It's a
clever.
nice tool,
Huh, interesting.
and it works very well.
All right, does anybody else use that? You'll have to put in the comments if you've used the stitch dough
Or any of these
or any
tools.
of these tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your favorite tool? What's your favorite thimble? What's your favorite, or do you not hand sew?
I like hand
Wait.
sewing. I
Do not
always
hand sew.
I always have a project.
Who
a
doesn't hand sew
project.
here?
Barbara would be raising her hand too.
I have hand sewed.
Well, you know, I started a quilt. I don't know if I'll ever finish it. I called it my trolley quilt because I would take 8-inch squares and do the folding, and I was making cathedral windows by hand, every single one of them, and then putting them together. It takes me about an hour to get from El Cajon to downtown on the trolley. I could get one block done in an hour. So I've got several blocks done, but I'm retired now, so I don't need to ride the trolley.
So you're not working on any.
So I may never
No more
get done.
trolley blocks.
No more trolley blocks. But it kills the time, you know, and it
Yeah, kept you busy.
kept me busy and kept me awake.
And probably kept the riffraff away from you who bothered you. I have a sharp object.
have a
Stay
needle.
away from. Anyway.
Actually, I had some people that would sit down and go, "What are you doing?" You know.
Yeah,
So then it's like, then it would take me a ride home and back to finish a block.
because they would have to. You'd have to explain what you're doing and how you're doing it.
And then they'd want to chat. Yeah.
All right. Okay, for you YouTube people, thank you for watching.
Thank
And
you.
now I need to let the people on Facebook know what we told the YouTube people in the very beginning.
Right.
All right.
Which, if you're a YouTuber and you want to stay and listen to it again,
Well, I was going
please
to cut
feel
them
free.
off.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching.